Happening now in the WRAL Live Center to the other big story of the day, this U.S. Supreme Court making a decision to narrow the scope of nationwide injunctions, which speaks to a proposal by the President Trump administration about birthright citizenship. Now, it's important to note that this birthright citizenship proposal will likely mean that states that challenge this law will move forward, and even states that didn't. The decision, though, does not address the legal merits of the president's proposal, but it only addresses whether judges have the authority to put it on hold nationwide. So take a listen to what President Trump had to say just minutes ago.
This was a big decision, an amazing decision, one that we're very happy about. This morning, the Supreme Court has delivered a monumental victory for the Constitution, the separation of powers, and the rule of law, in striking down the excessive use of nationwide injunctions to interfere with the normal functioning of the executive branch. The Supreme Court has stopped the presidency itself. That's what they've done. And really, it's been an amazing period of time.
We also need to point out that it has been widely accepted, including on the left and on the right, that the Constitution's 14th Amendment confers automatic citizenship to almost anyone born in the United States. Of course, today's ruling challenges that. We'll have much more in the next half hour here on WRAL News.
And Ken, recapping that now, a major ruling today from Supreme Court justices limiting the power of federal judges to issue nationwide injunctions. That ruling gives the president a victory to implement his executive order to end birthright citizenship. The future of the interpretation of the 14th Amendment is still unclear. Alice Barr breaks down the ruling.
Hi there. The Supreme Court today issuing a major ruling that allows the Trump administration to take steps to enforce its controversial proposal to end automatic birthright citizenship for children born in the United States to parents who are undocumented immigrants. The ruling narrows the scope of what's known as nationwide injunctions to apply only to groups and individuals that sued, dealing a serious blow to the power of individual judges in lower courts to block policies across the whole country, something we've seen happen many times during the second Trump term. In this case, that means that the birthright citizenship case can move forward in states that challenged it and in states that did not. The case never addressed the legal merits of overturning birthright citizenship outlined in the Constitution's 14th Amendment, focusing only on whether judges had the authority to put it on hold across the entire country. All 6 conservative justices agreed here. All 3 liberals dissented. Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote for the majority that when a court concludes that the executive branch has acted unlawfully, the answer is not for the court to exceed its power too. In dissent, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson wrote that the decision was an existential threat to the rule of law. And again, this ruling has wide-ranging implications for a whole series of other nationwide injunctions judges have issued against Trump administration policies throughout this year. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
So a lot going on. The High Court also ruled in favor of Christian and Muslim parents in Maryland. They sued to keep their elementary school children out of classes that use LGBTQ storybooks. The Supreme Court also preserved a key element of the Obamacare law that helps guarantee health insurers cover preventive care like cancer screenings at no cost to patients. Justices also upheld a Texas law that mandated websites with sexual material harmful to minors have proof that the person on that website is 18 years of age or older. We know that this can have some sentiment among investors, so let's take a look at stocks. The last day of trading for the work week, and the Dow Jones Industrial Averages certainly having a response here, nearing the 500-point mark in positive territory. S&P 500 is up 41 right now, and the NASDAQ is up 137 points. So stocks moving on this Friday.